Yeah, so Nongshim end up with this composition. They have a ton of protection for the center. They're kind of banking on the fact that she'll become this long-range cannon who can just attack from such a distance.
Okay. Kingen going to be running away from both. See, like we knew, this was just going to happen, right? Doran's going to flash in. There's a solo kill. Like, what did we tell you?
It was so obvious.
Time to Doran this game.
Yeah, to be fair.
And it was 2 in the last game.
Yeah, I just, you know.
Oh, Vega could be in a little bit of trouble here as Kingen looking to charge that ulti. Dissonance going to slow him down though as the shockwave comes in. Calyx might need to just, instead doesn't actually elect to use the ultimate, but Faker is now in trouble. The Colossal Smash comes down. Command Protect is going to be there, but another round of spells should be coming.
So it will just be a plate over to Calyx, but in the meantime, I feel like they've kind of given up complete control over this top side.
Well, Doran going in against Jiu and Lehens. Another public execution, another possibly dead Jiu here as he does get the Piercing Darkness, keeps himself alive. The Dawning Shadow as the last turret shot comes in, but there are even more bullets on this map, and the curtains have been called on Jiu's life once again. He almost got his revenge, but he just doesn't quite manage to nail it as Calyx not going to be dying just yet either as Gideon coming on over, gets the flash on in. Heroic entrance, Faker going to get knocked up and probably taken down here as he has no flash and no chance to get out. Gideon will get his first here of the game.
Just for the cool noise.
Oh, 100%.
They're the ones who are like, oh, there's a pedal under the enemy tower. Well, I've got to take it before they get it.
Do you remember when Rengar had his Bone Tooth necklace?
Yeah.
That was my favorite stacking. As Calyx, this is his least favorite moment. Never mind! He's going to turn it around. The Dawning Shadow comes in. Carrier trying to keep Faker alive as the magical journey is unable to be taken by the metal ballerina, and Faker just goes down. That turn!
Considering Faker's dead, and I think Nongshim agree. Moving over now.
Yep. The Catfish does not approve, and there is the flash in from Gideon. Actually, no, it was just a dash in from Gideon. Vision. A lot of vision actually very accurately placed by both teams, meaning that it's a bit of information overload. There is the paranoia though. And Jiu, this time going to be able to move over to his teammates. Devour comes through from Lehens this time, and that will keep him alive. The flash out as Gideon looks for that reset. There is the tongue lash, and down goes the Nocturne. Feats of Warfare alongside it. As man, that Dustbringer coming out from Gideon was terrifying. Gumayusi going to be able to break those chains though. Many times. The level 11 is hit in unison here between our top laners as Gideon finds Carrier, but Owner is lying in wait. There is the combo as Lehens can just gobble up the Viego. Gumayusi coming on over, Dawning Shadow comes in. The shield is there, and this Tahm Kench is so tanky. Down goes the Viego though, and the Tahm Kench is just on a silver platter, surrounded by T1 members. And that was not the fight Nongshim were looking for that time, as Kingen had teleported in, and now he is likely to just get sent home in a body bag. Not quite able to flash out of the way, but still having to use everything to just try and escape. And what happened?
I'm not really sure on the thought process of that play from Nongshim. There are so many things wrong with it.
They're getting the play out of the way instead of it being a game-losing one at the end.
Yeah, something like that. Down from Faker, but it just...
Maybe they thought that
weird.
Galio might sometimes be involved. As Kingen has found Owner, he goes all out actually, as Faker will turn up. Kingen will get shockwaved as well, as now he's just possibly in trouble. But he'll get healed up by the Piercing Darkness. Carrier comes over. There is the Tempered Fate. Will connect onto Kingen as he eats a lot of the CC. Redemption going to be doing a fair bit of damage as well, as Owner is sped up by the Dissonance. Man, didn't know that was part of the combo, as they are going to be able to get the stun. There is the public execution as well, and it's Doran that uses that as a way to taxi over to Jiu, who will get shielded up. That is everything that Nongshim had just to keep 3 members alive. Curtain's getting cold here, as you can see Gumayusi fishing for it. Lehens will get stopped on the back. And you can see that Jiu is out of range, so no need to worry about that one. Calyx continuing to be in a different lane.
Oh, here's the test. Can he get down to the bot lane?
All right. Will the drift... Oh, that was cool.
Oh!
That was gorgeous.
There we go. Slick with it.
Yep. Can actually provide a magical journey for Faker as well, so that Faker can experience exactly what Carrier just did on that journey to the bottom lane. Police station paying bail money.
Yeah.
Without being able to actually do anything that they really needed to do, you know? All right. Paranoia has been popped here as it's another fight. Doran taking a little bit of damage. The redemption down here for T1 just to try and keep them alive as Kingen is dead. But Nongshim, not quite.
He didn't need to do that.
He did not need to do that, but it was sometimes rush of blood to the head. I mean, I remember seeing a similar play to that relatively recently, but that's just a Doran Ambessa.
Yeah,
you got to take the good with the bad.
He was so out. He couldn't have been more out.
Yeah, it's gone down, so he's not able to kill it on this wave, but it's basically dead. And you've got Carrier lying in wait and moving over as well.
Been up for 30 whole seconds, and it's a little bit late for T1, I feel.
Yeah, let's chill. As Shockwave connects onto 2. Arakan down to 50%, teleport in. Here from Doran, the answering teleport is going to result as Calyx can make his way down. There's the Paranoia. Dawning Shadow doing decent damage, actually, as now the Galio comes in. It's a one-man taunt, but it's onto Gumayushi as they do manage to take the Arakan, and the magical journey brings them all out. Follow that! Do never follow that! Instead, it's a heroic play from Lahans that gets over the wall, and it is going to be Carrier that goes down. Abyssal dive here as Lahans. He's like, man, do I have to do everything myself? And the answer is absolutely. And another public execution there for Doran onto himself.
Well, they managed to get a couple of kills. I really thought Alex had just gone to his death there, but
you could sense the frustration. You're like, how dare you get away with this, T1? And so he clicks the button, and we all knew.
And then they're so low on HP. It feels so frustrating for them to... Oh, no.
Well, Lahens gets a little bit scared, looks to try and dive away. Heroic Entrance is going to be there this time as, my God, he survives for so long. Owner is probably dead here as he looks for a target to try and taxi his way out of the way of. And there is a flash over. Paranoia on top of the Cassante to try and get himself out, but that is not going to work. So Owner will get shut down. The gold still extremely even.
Well, they are going to look for Doran.
Okay. Well, they are probably just going to kill him as well, as he cannot publicly execute himself out of that one. And Gideon going to be able to lock down the kill. Doran really has had a little bit of a vacation moment towards the end of this particular game. That's going to even out the gold and also give Nongshim an avenue in to fight for this Drake.
It's a good pickup. He's down for 30 seconds. He should just be able to take it. And T1 decide to let it go, you know. It's only second dragon for Nongshim. They don't have the top lane available. They won't opt to do anything more on the back of this.
Perplexing. I think just wasn't aware that there were so many members of Nongshim on this champion.
You will have to press Q a lot. Oh,
Baker is just going to get ulted on here as Gideon comes over, flashes out of the shockwave. There's the Paranoia, and the stun comes in, but down goes Gideon, and Faker, he's just baited them all in. Let's see whether Gio can make this one happen, but he has to sidestep the Tempered Fate. Owner is still chasing. Faker is still alive. The Dawning Shadow's not enough as finally the Galio will be able to secure the kill, but Nongshim have well and truly overextended at this point in time. And how many times does Faker have to do this for people to learn that you should not try to chase this man?
They fell for it. They fell for the bait. They try and collapse on a Faker. They think they have the numbers advantage, but the backup comes in force. And one after another, they fall apart. T1 going to get the Baron. Oh, Calyx.
He just kind of walks at them. He's been doing this all game, and it's impressive, the bravery.
You know what? That's solidarity.
Yeah.
He'll die with his team.
He will. He did.
He did do that.
We've got T1 going down relatively low, but they will be able to secure this Baron. If Doran dies to it, that would be very funny.
That would be very funny.
But it doesn't actually happen.
You know why?
Sad.
You know why he doesn't die to it?
Because only Krugs can kill Doran.
Exactly.
And this is slowly but surely falling to the wayside here for Nongshim, who, even in this game, there have been moments, right? It has felt, you know, like that rally, you know, the tennis, where the back and forths have been happening, but I feel like the ball is well and truly out of court at this stage for Nongshim. As T1 pushing down with Baron, they are very, very good at using this buff. It's their favorite thing, as we know. And Guma just a few bullets. The last one in the chamber here, as we can see, as he does cleanse. That is a cooldown that they do need to be wary of, but the curtains are going to get called here. And down goes this inhibitor turret. There's the shockwave combo. They find it. The bullet's going to ring true as well. Deadly flourish. My God, Gumayushi. Do not give this man the Jhin or the Varus, and they did both in this series. As Kingan's going to go down, and once again, you might blink and miss it, as T1 will just close out this game number 2. And my goodness, what a week for this team, taking down Gen G, going from strength to strength here with a swift 2-0 over Nongshim, feeling like they're back here in round 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.